Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? Welcome back to my class. We have two textbooks for English. One is a literature textbook named Honeycomb, and the next one is a supplementary textbook named An Alien Hand. Today, we are going to learn the first lesson from the supplementary textbook. So, turn your textbook to page number 1. Lesson 1, The Tiny Teacher. This lesson is about ants, which are very small and intelligent insects. Name the smallest insect you have seen and the wisest. Is it the fly? No, it isn't. Is it the mosquito? No, not the mosquito. Then it must be the worm. No, none of these. It is the ant, the commonest, the smallest but the wisest insect. The story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue, but people have kept ants as pets and have watched their daily behavior closely. So, we know a number of facts about this tiny, hard-working and intelligent creature. Can you name the smallest insect that you have seen? Yes, ants are the smallest and the wisest insects in the world. So, we are going to learn some facts about this tiny creature. An ant uses its feelers or antenna to talk to other ants by passing messages through them. Watch a row of ants moving up or down the wall. Each ant greets all the others coming from the opposite direction by touching their feelers. How do ants talk with other ants? Yes, they use their antenna to talk to other ants by passing messages through them. Each ant greets other ants by touching their feelers or antenna. There are many kinds of ants. The commonest among them are the black or red ones. We have seen them since we were children, but haven't paid enough attention to them. Where do they live? In their comfortable homes called nests or ant hills. Each has hundreds of little rooms and passages. In some of these rooms, the queen ant lays eggs. Others are nurseries for the young ones called grubs. Workers have their reserved quarters. They spend most of their time searching for food. Some rooms serve as storehouses for this food. Soldiers have separate barracks. No worker has ever tried to live in a soldier's house. No soldier has ever gone out searching for food. No worker or soldier or cleaner has ever harmed a grub. So you see, an ant's life is very peaceful. Each does its share of work intelligently and bravely and never fights with other members of the group. Have you ever noticed the black or red ants? Among various kinds of ants, the black or red ones are the commonest. They live in nests or ant hills. Each nest has hundreds of little rooms and passages. The queen ant lays eggs in some of these rooms. The young ones of ant are called grubs. So, the other rooms are the nurseries for the grubs. The worker ants have their quarters and they spend most of their time searching for food. Barracks are camps or group of buildings used to house soldiers. The soldier ants have their barracks. The worker ants live in their reserved quarters. Soldier ants lived in their barracks and they never interfere in other ants' privacies. So, an ant's life is very peaceful. They do their work intelligently. The queen is the mother of the entire population of the colony. It lives for about 15 years. It has a pair of wings, but bites them off after its wedding flight. This flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant, or drone, high up in the air. On its return to earth, it gets rid of its wings and then does nothing but lay eggs. A group of ants is called a colony. This paragraph is about the queen ant. It is the mother of the entire ants of the colony. Its lifespan is about 15 years. Queen ants bite off their wings after the wedding flight. What is a wedding flight? The queen ant goes out to meet the male ant and they fly high up in the air. When it returns to the earth, it bites off its wings. After that, the queen ant lays eggs. Eggs hatch and grubs come out. Soldiers guard them. Workers feed and clean them and also carry them about daily for airing, exercise, and sunshine. 2 or 3 weeks later, grubs become cocoons and lie without food or activity for 3 weeks more. Then the cocoons break and perfect ants appear. Now it's time for teaching and training. New ants learn their duties from old ants as workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. After a few weeks training, the small ants are ready to go out into the big world of work. When the eggs hatch and grubs come out, soldier ants guard them and the worker ants take care of them. After 2 or 3 weeks, the grubs become cocoons and this stage continues for 3 more weeks. Then the perfect ants which appear by breaking the cocoons learn their duties from other ants. An anthill is a home not only for ants but also for some other creatures, beetles, lesser breeds of ants and the green fly. Why do ants want these alien creatures to live in their nests? For several reasons. Some give off smell pleasant to the ants' senses. Others give sweet juices. And some are just pets or playthings like cats and dogs to human beings. The green fly is the ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew like milk with a touch of their antenna. They milk it just as we milk the cow. Creatures like beetles, green fly and lesser breeds of ants also live in the anthill. The ants allow these creatures to live with them because some of them give pleasant smell. Some insects give sweet juices and some are the ants' pets. The green fly is also known as the ants' cow because they give honeydew for the ants with a touch of their antenna. Have humans learned as much as ants have? Perhaps they have, but they haven't put their learning to good use. They may still learn a few things from this tiny teacher: hard work, sense of duty and discipline, cleanliness, care for the young ones, and above all, a firm loyalty to the land where they live. We have to learn a lot of things from these tiny ants. They teach us the value of hard work, sense of duty and discipline, cleanliness, care for the young ones, and a firm loyalty to the land where they live. So, be like the ants. Keep sincerity in every walk of life. That's all for the day. Thank you.